Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the Open at Tallahassee, sponsored by Visit Tallahassee. We're back here at Tom Brown Park for this MPO Round 1 second feature card. Back in the booth, it is Felix, joined by Dillon Deal. Dillon, we saw some hot starts, maybe some not hot starts to the front nine.
Yeah, some bad luck for one of our players in particular. But I'm looking forward to kicking off this back nine, see if we can get some things turned around and keep some hot streaks going.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the current leaderboard. You see Jake Mon, Bradley Williams on this card, Albert Tam, Joseph Anderson on this card. Lots of names out there battling for position.
As you all know and love. Hole 10, par 3 kicking off this back nine, and it's kind of a long one, 375 feet. You can play it either left or right of this main spider web looking tree, though I've heard the locals like to flex it over to the right and have it fade back into this basket. The ground is sloping to the left from this basket, so any skips are going to go farther than you want. Let's see what we can do.
This is such a different line than you see from the short pad on the right. Like, it completely changes this shot shape. I love that when you have two different pads that just completely make the hole different.
Yeah, it really makes it available and playable for anybody.
Grady,
get out of the way.
Grady wanted to see it. I did too. It's like it finished there just left of the pin.
Yeah, a little left and short. So you get around the tree. He was trying for it.
Oh, gets the double kick. Pushes him away from the tree at least.
See, yeah, nice open lane to the basket from there.
Jamie getting a little right side drift, but that tree claims it as well. It's the same tree that Bradley and Albert kept hitting in the practice round.
It's the one I hit too.
Yeah.
Trying to go left.
Oh, that's a stable disc, and it's going to finish left.
We'll have a very, very, very long putt or upshot.
Yeah.
Just a soft little yarn shot, I believe. From
looks like the yarn, yeah.
I think that's what he threw on 8 as well.
I did not think that's the line that he was going for, by the way he lined up for his shot, but gets around nonetheless.
Grady going for the long putt here.
It's a really long putt. And he connects! Ooh. Wow!
Yeah, run that one back.
From circle 3, it looks like. That is a monstrous putt going uphill.
Give it to him. That one wasn't spitting out.
Sheesh.
We'll see if Bradley just got big putted or not. Back to the straddle.
Back to the straddle, yeah. Got the juice right on line, just low.
It's interesting. He didn't have a lot of leg drive with that one.
Yeah.
Easy 3.
Getting that one to go. Hole 10 playing just under par, 0.07 strokes. So pretty much right on par with par. A couple of tap-ins here for pars to move on.
How many times can you say par in 30 seconds here? I guess when all our guys are making par. Except for Grady with that insane putt.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
That's crazy. On to hole 11, par 4, coming in at 415 feet. Need a shot shape here that's going to start off relatively straight, miss this kind of dangling tree on the right, and then start moving its way pretty aggressively to the right. You can bank on some ground play to get your disc over. You can try to air it out with a forehand and get some late skip. We've seen backhand rollers. A lot of different shot variety here to try to get to this green here, which is relatively open.
Yeah, this hole would be a lot easier if it wasn't for that first right dangly tree. Grady going with the roller. I think it hit something to mess up the angle.
Whoa, what is going on? That is on the road and out of bounds. Nearly took out that car.
Disc just wanted a new owner.
Bradley cutting the inside line here.
Flip up forehand.
Oh, there it is.
Skip.
That'll give him a look. This is one that during the practice round he said this is pretty much at the edge of his forehand distance.
Feels like it's at the edge of the forehand distance for a lot of guys out there. Not a whole lot with 415 stock in the bank.
Yeah. That one looked a little too straight.
Here's this flippy disc again.
That is he's really pushing the ceiling on this to get that to turn. I don't think it's going to happen. It gets clipped down.
Not a bad spot though.
Grady pretty much on the road here.
Yeah, basket down to the right.
Oh, that can't be a comfortable feeling when you got cars just drifting by you here.
Well, not 2, but 3.
Oh boy. Hurry before another one comes.
And it was coming.
Settle. That looked like Grady's berg that he likes to throw for those approaches.
Looks like another little forehand chip here. Yarn's getting a lot of work today.
Nicely done. Good touch there for Joey. Rocking the pound bag. He's going to be a pound ambassador this year. So you'll see him with some beautifully colored bags throughout the season.
Nice smooth turnover putter approach there for Jamie. Leaves him a nice easy par putt.
This is the birdie look here for Bradley after the forehand.
Yes, it is. Probably about 40 feet or so.
Just left it right, unfortunately. Didn't quite hook up in time.
So I think it was that far. I can't quite see the circle markers on this green. We just got some tap outs left to go.
Grady knocking it in after going OB there. Good scramble. It's for par for Bradley, and he gets it. Par as well. And the drop in. Par 4 buckets.
It's your time to hit a fairway once, just one time. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
All right, welcome back. Hole 12, par 4, 690 feet. Tight-ish gap and low ceiling off the tee, but pretty wide open once you get out into the bulk of the fairway here. The typical landing zone, ideal landing zone, will be right here, as close to this gap as you can be, but most will end up on an upslope or a downslope. OB to the left and long of this green, and you don't want to go down into the rough on the right.
It's not intimidating. You got a police just watching your shots, clocking the speed of your disc, waiting to give you a ticket.
Yeah, I think it was safe to say all these guys are speedy.
That one got knocked straight down, unfortunately, hitting the top end of that cabbage. That is drifting right for Joey.
Needs to come back. And a fortunate branch skip to keep him out of the thick stuff.
Okay.
See what Jamie can put on this. Yeah.
That looks great. Just, is he going
the
to get
skip.
to the flats? Looks like he did. Close to it, at least. Oh, man.
Yeah. Just got eaten up by the low ceiling.
All you can do is play for par here, so we'll see what Bradley's gonna. He's gonna try to shape this right side with the hyzer. It looks like he was trying to, but it let me a little bit
that
early.
Tree a little short left. Inbounds.
Okay.
Just a longer putt than he wants.
Grady getting this one to turn, but
It's
gets
that
knocked
right
down.
tree up.
the wind definitely playing a factor on this hole. This is one of the more exposed holes. This one and hole 13 you'll see coming up. there's no reprieve from the wind.
Little patent pending pitch out there for Joey. Probably could have gotten a little more with a different shot, but understand the safety.
Oh, wipeout.
Yeah, and double whammy coming up.
Oh no, and he drifts OB on the left side. Literally insult to injury.
He had fun with it towards the end of the round. He wanted us to replay it.
That one's getting close to the edge, but stays safe for Joey.
Buttery smooth upshot there.
Yeah, Grady's touch with putters is always so much fun to watch. It reminds me of prime Will Shoestrick. He used to fling putters like nobody could out there. Oh, and just left side there, unfortunately for Bradley. To even give himself a birdie look after that drive is impressive.
Yeah, the second shot did all his work there. Just floated that one in a little bit. And that's not what you want to see after going out of bounds.
Yeah. Good comeback putt there.
He's a competitor.
Yeah.
Grady went a little bit longer than he wanted to with that nice smooth upshot. I guess when you throw smooth, you throw far.
Mm-hmm. So they say.
Hasn't worked for me yet.
Get on in there. Good save there for Grady.
Yep.
Oh, a little low there for Joey, unfortunately.
I think a little bit of wind might have gotten him there, but
Yeah.
no excuses. Gotta make those.
And the tap in there for Bradley for his par. Before we move on to the second par 5 out here at Tom Brown. And here it is, hole 13, 910-foot par 5. Kind of a 3-tiered landing area here. The further you get up, the better that your options become. If you land somewhere in the second tier, it really eliminates a lot of these kind of gaps here. It lets you pick and choose your second shot. Getting up somewhere around this pole here gives you the best chance to then kind of chip something up here to take your 4 and get out of here. Really big arms can get themselves a legitimate look for the eagle on this one.
And some of these guys got to make the decision, do I go for that third tier and risk being on an upslope for my second shot, or do I take a little bit off and give myself a better run up? Bradley decided, I'm just going to throw it far.
He's on the slope of that third tier. That's a big shot. Oh, this is getting hammered down by the wind. Still gets there, though, to that second tier there.
More hyzer, not so much a full flight, just smoothing it out there. Knows he doesn't have to take everything off the first shot. And a little early.
Yeah, it's not going to turn over for him. He is safe, but that's going to present a couple of different issues. We'll see how pinched he is and which line he's going to take from there. Going roller.
And
that's a tough one to follow, so we'll have to see where that actually ends up for him.
Yeah, that finished to the left side, almost at the road parking lot by the tennis courts up to the left. You can't see him yet. There's that kind of uphill run up. Couldn't get the follow through.
Whoa. Yeah, throwing across your body uphill into some wind. Just trying to get a hyzer and basically cover as much ground as you can. Grady looks like he turned his ankle almost on that one.
Some extra rotation.
Yeah.
Seems satisfied with it though.
Finally we get to Bradley's drive. This is a pump.
Yeah, this is still a big forehand shot from here too.
Okay. We'll see if he's going to have a look for the 3 or if he's just laying it up from where he is. Joseph needing to get under that, and does.
I was looking for it. I think it's going to come in to the left here. Jamie's second shot roller came in just before this. I thought Grady was out.
Grady doing his work to pitch under. Bradley with that AVR. Right up there on the green. You do have that OB road there, so that one just zipped in there.
You saw the wind trying to take that one away?
Yeah.
So Jamie actually threw another roller to get to that spot
wow.
back towards the end of the first roller that was left in by the road.
So he's reaching deep into his bag, pulling out everything in the arsenal to get this one. How about a couple of close tap outs left for this card here?
Yeah, should be nothing to worry about. These guys make these in their sleep.
Yeah.
Even if they are for bogey. Maybe I guess that would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Hole 14, par 3, 375 feet. OB down the left side for this road and acting as a river, I believe. No real trouble to the right, but you don't want to go too far out there, even if it is wide open. Just not a whole lot of help for you there. Pretty straightforward shot here. Most of our guys will go fairway driver, something neutral to slightly stable, and just put it out there.
Bradley going the backhand route. See if he's going right up the gut with some turn, and he is.
Give some flex. Catch the edge. Got the skip.
Beautifully done.
Just how he drew it up.
Bucket Hat Bradley's might become a thing out here. He's playing pretty confident.
Yeah, watch out, Joey Buckets. There's competition out there now.
Whoa, and that one just dropped Grady's disc completely out of the sky.
He wasn't mad at it.
Yeah. Kept him online, but just definitely robbed him of a good 70, 80 feet probably.
And this forehand route is there, but I think it's so much farther than just going straight up the gut that it makes it just a harder shot. That much of a harder shot.
It is, and I will spoil a little bit here without spoiling, but you want to check out Albert Taum, who was on the first feature card, or the last feature card going out. He went forehand on this hole, and you want to see how he diced it up.
He would.
Joey from just outside the circle. That was out of the hand a little early and left.
Yeah, it didn't seem like a very confident stroke there. Wind could be in these guys' heads a little bit. Good putt there from Jamie, though.
Getting the 2. This hole actually played exactly to par. Exactly 3.0.
Wow, that is kind of surprising. Imagine a lot of long putts not being made.
Yeah, I completely lied. That's the next hole. This played at 2.8, so
all right, a little bit
under par.
The sentiment still stands, though.
Yes.
Kind of a longer par 3. See some circles edge. You make them, you miss them.
Yeah.
It all averages out.
Good couple of birdie putts we've seen so far on this hole. Bradley here with not much left to clean up his.
You know it's a casual putt when he's only bringing one of the putters out.
Yeah. And here we are at hole 15, par 3, 455 feet. You see that average 0.00. Like I said, played exactly to par. This tunnel frames up your fairway throughout the entirety of this hole. You can drift left or right if you want, or if you do. You're not really punished out of bounds on the left-hand side of the road, but really it's just a matter of getting your straightest disc to flip up, hold that line, maybe have a little bit of subtle finish at the end, work that ground play and give yourself the birdie look.
Yeah, this is an absolute bonus birdie. It feels like such a tweener hole. I would almost think they'd be better off pushing a tee pad back and making it a par 4.
Well, that's what the FPO plays. The FPO plays a longer layout on this, and they play it as a par 4, and it adds another 100 feet or so.
Yeah, that's where I would feel for these guys would be risk-reward type, make some decisions, maybe go over the road even.
That was a beautiful shot there for Grady.
No bad shots here. This tee pad compared to the FPO pad really made you go down this gap, this tunnel of trees.
Throwing a roller here on some angle.
Still
getting
going,
the cut back. There
right
it is.
In the middle. I think that's about 45 feet or so. And Joey here just getting the flip up.
This looks great. Oh, fantastic shot there for Joseph Anderson. We got a David Gunn sighting. Okay.
Got the Georgia boys out here.
Nice soft toss up there for Bradley. Grady.
Outside the circle look.
Yeah, looks to be about 60. Drops it in. Gives them the Jordan shoulder shrug. This one just held that left side the entire time.
I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely you do. Still like, all right.
He's thinking, I might have just got away with one there.
Yeah. Jamie, a little low out of the hand there. Probably expecting a little bit of lift from the winds. Solid.
Nice confident stroke.
20% birdie rate on this one for the field, so 12 birdies overall.
Wow.
And you just saw a couple of them right there.
Yeah, it takes a special kind of shot to get inside the circle on this hole.
Absolutely.
Anybody that got the birdie did something right. All right, on to hole 16, par 3, 345 feet. Mandatory right on this tree here. Or, sorry, mandatory left on that tree there. Straight down this gap. You probably want to go stable mid, straight mid, and have it baby finish just here at the end. You really want to get past that final big tree to the left of the basket to really give yourself a look.
Yeah, it's pretty much a relatively straight shot for these guys with a stable disc. You just want that low speed fade to kick in and just drift it back towards the basket. This is a quake.
Yeah, that is like the perfect disc for this hole.
Yep.
Little short, kind of behind that big tree I mentioned before the basket. Showed him the line, see who makes the adjustment.
Getting a little bit more drift on that one, and clips the big tree and gets the unfortunate roll away from the basket there.
I think it stayed within the circle, but right on the edge. This is a little bit faster than a mid-range for Bradley.
Yeah, it's that T-Bird 3 again.
Come on, stability.
That is just fine.
Yeah.
Is he going roller?
One would think with that warm-up shot, but doesn't really call for it on this hole.
Unless it's a cut roller or something stable. See what he's dialing up here.
Just trying to flex, but not flexing.
Either not enough stability or too much angle, or both. But that's going to leave him a long look here, well outside circle 2.
Big jump putt. Gets you close, but that was not what he was looking for. I think he kind of stuck to his fingers a little bit.
Circle's edge for Joey. Unfortunately, a touch low there. Not going to convert on the birdie.
Yeah, that's been the miss for him today, is cage a few times.
Grady straddling left side of this. This tree is bigger than even the camera shows here. It is.
Yeah, it's massive.
Thick.
But just that reaction shows he had a line and thought he should have made it. I thought for a second he had that back foot on the tree. No, you could do that.
He had it elevated, it looked like. But another birdie for Bradley, bringing him to 10 down overall on the round. And on a windy day, that is a very impressive score out here.
Yeah. Can we officially call this a scorcher?
Yeah, he is. He's on one. Hole 17, a difficult one. Par 3, 385 feet. Very tight gap to navigate here. You're going slightly uphill, and then the gap kind of pinches as you move down here. With this bending tree on the left is you want to push past there and then start kind of working your way back subtly over to the left-hand side. An overall straight shot that gets past that last tree on your right will give you a long look for it as well, but just navigating this gap is a task in and of itself.
Yeah, the gap the drone took is one that is harder here. I think most of the players will be fading out a little bit earlier left and pushing all the way through that gap.
That should be great there. We'll see what he ends up with. Grady going lower and gets the kick, unfortunately. He doesn't like it. Joey looking to push this right side gap and fade just inside of that tree like that.
Yeah, he got a nice pushing fade going forward the whole time.
Okay. The ground play really kind of makes or breaks you on your birdie look on this one. You can pierce the gap, but if you don't get that left side skip, it leaves you with a long look.
That was a lot of hyzer.
It was. Flips up, punches a little early through.
Though. Likes it. Yeah, if you can skip where that short pin placement is, you get your ground play there, you're usually in a good spot.
Joey from a knee in circle 2. And he connects for the birdie.
Another one?
Wow.
You know who that reminded me of? Some Gannon Burr.
Oh, yeah, Gannon.
Some wrist pop action from a knee. No flutter.
That was smooth. Grady, can he hit another one here? He's outside the circle. He's already made about 150 feet worth of putts from C2. Oh, that one skips off the top. Stayed in bounds. Bradley for another birdie to get to 11. Dang, just a touch low.
It's popped out to about 20 feet. Still got to contest with some of these trees.
Connects.
Oh, yeah.
And you got the busy road behind you, too. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it could be a little unsettling if something big drove by. We had some sirens going off for a little bit in the round.
A couple of fire trucks going through. Hopefully everything's okay.
Some people would stop and slow down and watch a little bit, though, you know?
Yeah. A couple of cleanups here for par before we move on to the last hole.
Hole 18, our final hole here at Tom Brown Park, par 4, 805 feet from the MPO tee pad. Miss that tree, get out in the open, and then figure out what you're going to do from there, because it was a tough sledding getting to this green. Real low ceiling and real high trees, tough to go over or under. If you get inside the circle and your work's still not done, because then you got your elevated basket, could you leave yourself a longer comebacker than you want?
And bonus, it's windy.
Right. This first low
Gets
ceiling
under and pushes. Great drive. Your reward is you still don't know what you're going to throw on your second shot.
Exactly. he's not worried about that right now. Neither is Bradley.
Yeah, getting some turn on that destroyer right in the middle. Well, Grady, looks like his last step there kind of took him away from the line he wanted and threw a little low, but looks okay. Gonna be flirting with that left side, though.
And this is that same really flippy disc on a roller angle now, and
Cut back right in the middle. Acknowledging the fans.
a man of the people.
Absolutely. Grady really getting a hold of that one. But
Yeah.
it's drifting right.
A hold of it the wrong
Whoa.
way. Yeah, it's way out there.
I don't think there's OB right.
Nope, no, it was sort of close to the road,
Jeez.
but that was it.
And this is just holding straight and going
And
away
still
from the
getting
pin.
knocked down.
Yeah.
I thought for a second that Bradley was lining up to go over the top here. And then he tricked me.
Needs to get under that. Got swallowed up, it looked like, by it, unfortunately. It's such a wide angle that you have to throw in order to clear.
Yeah, I
That
think
tree.
this is probably the best gap that Joey's going for here. The low forehand, get the skip in.
Yeah, the left side seems to be a little bit more friendly in terms of that ceiling. This needs to finish back right. Kind of got a straight skip versus a sliding skip to the right.
Okay, so no road, just the line for spectators, I believe that was. And yeah, you can see how far out there that
Wow,
was.
he's way right.
But he really opened up his angle
Yeah.
to get into the green. Obviously, not on purpose.
Right.
But
Or is it?
maybe you should think about throwing your tee shot way out there next time, Grady.
That one a little floaty. Not the putt you want to finish out your run on this basket.
This is kind of a fast green, too.
It is. Oh, dropping it on the first tier there, Jamie. Very well done.
We're having fun now.
Layup there for Joey. He is 7 down. No sense in taking a bigger number than you have to on this one to close it out. This would be a great par save. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Grady, all round long with some big putts, closes it out with another big one.
Bradley, a little closer than we thought.
And puts it home.
Gave himself the tailwind. Smart guy.
Yeah, right side. And that wind was pretty consistent throughout the day on this hole. But he's going to finish with that 10 down. Joey buckets with the 7 down. Tough day out there for Jamie, finishing 3 over.
Yeah, Jamie was a warrior, though.
Still smiling. Expect
right.
nothing less from him. There you see our card recap here. 10 down for Bradley. Joey buckets at 7. They'll be making some moves from the second card up to the top as we take a look at our overall leaderboard.
A couple of scorchers there up top by Bradley and Albert. It's almost like they practiced this thing the other day.
I know. Imagine that. Jake Mott will be joining us on the lead card. Joey buckets as well. We appreciate you guys checking out the action here from the Open at Tallahassee. Check us out across all of our socials at Ace Run Pro. We've got more action coming to you from this event. It's a stacked MPO field, and we're going to bring you as much of it as we can.
That's right, y'all. Subscribe, hit the bell, keep coming back.
Appreciate all the support. Big thank you to our Ace Runners over on Patreon. You know what to do. Patreon.com/AceRunPro to support more coverage like this. Thanks to Infinite Disc. Thanks to everybody that makes this tournament possible. Make sure you come on back here as we've got more action. Rounds 2 and 3 coming your way from Tom Brown here on Ace Run Pro.